If you're playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 or American Truck Simulator right now, you're probably feeling pretty excited. I know I am, because it genuinely feels like we're entering a new era for both of these games. For years, ETS2 and ATS have continued to grow with new maps, new trucks, and countless improvements. But recently, something feels different. The updates coming from SCS Software seem much bigger and much more focused on modernizing the overall experience. And honestly, it's great to see. Ever since SCS Software announced that both Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator are planned for console platforms such as the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series consoles, we've started seeing signs that major changes are happening behind the scenes. Now, before anyone gets too excited, this does not mean console support is arriving with Update 1.60. At least, that's not what SCS Software is saying. However, many of the features we're seeing appear to be laying the foundation for that future release. These updates are helping prepare the games for a wider audience, while also improving the experience for PC players at the same time. And today's feature is a perfect example of that. But before we continue, this video is sponsored by Instant Gaming. I'll tell you more about them later in the video. Now, let's talk about one of the newest features coming with Update 1.60. It's called the Job Details widget. At first glance, it might sound like a small addition, but once you understand what it does, you'll realize why it could become one of the most useful quality-of-life improvements in the game. The purpose of the Job Details widget is simple. It gives players quick access to important job information without having to pause the game or navigate through multiple menus. Once Update 1.60 arrives, players will be able to enable the Job Details widget through the Widget Options menu by pressing F6. When activated, the widget will display important information about your current delivery directly on the screen. This includes the cargo type you're hauling, the cargo weight, your delivery destination, the income you'll earn from the job, and the remaining time available to complete the delivery. Everything is displayed in a clean and easy-to-read format. And perhaps the biggest advantage is that all of this information remains visible while you're driving. No more pausing the game just to check delivery details. No more opening menus every few minutes to see how much time is left. The information you need is already there, ready whenever you need it. Another interesting change is that the remaining delivery time will no longer be displayed on the GPS. Instead, that information will now be shown exclusively through the Job Details widget. And honestly, this makes a lot of sense. The GPS should focus on navigation, while the Job Details widget focuses on delivery information. Separating these two systems creates a cleaner and less cluttered driving experience. Now, if you've been following the console development news, you'll probably notice something very interesting about this feature. It feels like it was designed with console players in mind. Think about it for a moment. On PC, players have access to a full keyboard, dozens of shortcuts, and plenty of ways to navigate menus quickly. Console players don't have that luxury. Controllers have a limited number of buttons, so every action needs to be as simple and efficient as possible. That's where the Job Details widget becomes extremely useful. Instead of constantly opening menus to check delivery information, players can simply glance at the screen and instantly see everything they need. It's faster, it's cleaner, and it's far more convenient. This is exactly the kind of user interface improvement that helps bridge the gap between PC and console gaming. I know games can get expensive sometimes. You see something you really want, and then the price just puts you off. That's exactly why I like using Instant Gaming. They've got a huge library of games across different categories, and the prices are much lower than usual. Whether you're on Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, or even Nintendo, you can find something that works for you. The process is simple. Just pick your game, go to checkout, choose your preferred payment method, and you'll get your key. Then you activate it on your platform, and it's yours forever. I like how quick and easy that is. It's also safe and reputable, which is important. And on top of that, they're running a monthly giveaway where you can win the game of your choice, so don't miss that. All the links are in the description. But here's the best part. SCS Software is not forcing anyone to use it. If you like having the extra information visible on your screen, you can enable the widget. If you prefer a cleaner driving experience, you can remove it. The choice is entirely yours, and that's something I really appreciate. The system gives players flexibility rather than forcing a single way to play. In fact, I think the entire widget system has the potential to become one of the most important additions to ETS2 and ATS in years. As more widgets are introduced in future updates, players will be able to customize their interface in ways that were never possible before. Everyone can build a driving experience that suits their own preferences. Want more information on screen? Add more widgets. Prefer maximum immersion with minimal distractions? Remove them. It's that simple. And when console versions eventually arrive, this system will make even more sense. Console players will have quick access to important information without needing complicated menu navigation, while PC players benefit from a more modern and customizable interface. It's a win for everyone. This is why I believe Update 1.60 is about much more than just adding new features. It's about modernizing ETS2 and ATS. It's about preparing these games for the future. And it's about making sure they continue to evolve alongside the rest of the gaming industry. The Job Details widget might seem like a small change today, but it could be one of the first signs of a much bigger transformation happening behind the scenes. And if the other features coming in Update 1.60 are anything like this one, then we may be looking at one of the most important updates in the history of both games. Let me know what you think. Do you plan on using the new Job Details widget, or do you prefer keeping your screen as clean as possible while driving? Either way, one thing is becoming very clear. The future of Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator is looking brighter than ever.